next question is, I know Commissioner Regula and Commissioner Creighton were there this morning. I'm not sure about you, Commissioner Breitenstein, but I certainly would invite your reaction if you want to. And that has to do with the presentation this morning on the broadband. And of course, implicit in that presentation was the involvement possibly of county government. And so what I'm after is the takeaway from that presentation that each of you have, and what Stark Countyans might expect or shouldn't expect in terms of how the county might be involved in that project going forward.
Oh, I'll go. First of all, I could not stay for the whole presentation, okay, Martin, because we have a department head meeting that I had to chair with all of our department heads and officials today. It was a bigger one than we normally have. So honestly, I did not see the complete presentation, and I am not ready to comment or commit in any way, shape, or form at this point in time.
All right.
Martin, I've been working on this for 4 years, or at least in the last 3.5 years with the broadband task force, and I get the idea of bringing high-speed broadband to this region. I think it was good to get someone of independent folks like Magellan to come in and kind of give us kind of a framework about what we have and where we need to go in the future. But there's no commitments yet, and we need a lot more information before we can continue down that road. But I think it was a good first step, or not first step, but I mean, it's another good step. And I want to thank everybody that came out. I want to thank Ed Roth from the Alton Hospital and who spoke. And I get it. I get it why it's important to have that in this region. It's just a matter of how we're going to build that private-public partnership to get it done.
If I could just follow up on that, you're on the record of being very enthusiastic about the Hall of Fame Village project. Mm-hmm. We're talking, what, $500 million with that, and obviously there's going to have to be some government involvement at one level or another in that. As I understand this particular project, it's $22.5 million that we're talking about. So in terms, just speaking for yourself, and of course as a commissioner, how would you rate the importance of the broadband project as compared to the Hall of Fame Village project?
Well, they're both important. I mean, they're both going to have a tremendous impact on this whole region. So, but when it comes to borrowing money, if somebody's going to have to show me a clear revenue stream of how we're going to pay it back, because we simply can't pay back, and I'm just speaking for myself here, but we cannot pay back borrowed money out of the general fund.
Okay. Any other commissioner want to comment on those questions? Commissioner Breitenstein?
Well, Martin, you and I have been acquainted for a long time, and my background is an assistant prosecutor. And that's the background I bring to this position. And everyone who has worked with me here is aware of that. And it is always my fundamental position that anything that we begin to consider must have a legal foundation to begin with. And with respect to both of those projects, we look for solid legal footing before we begin to even consider that. With respect to the broadband proposition, it is quite possible that the cart is ahead of the horse with respect to county involvement. With respect to the Hall of Fame Village project, the cart and the horse are not hitched. So the progress at this point is merely nominal on both of those fronts.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.